Valorize your mental health because your mental health is everything you got to protect with the little last breath of drop in you. Right now, as I speak to you, Clara has just realized herself. Why? She has just realized herself through the help of Kennedy that Hans is innocent and she is accusing Mr. Hans wrongly and falsely. Now, what will she do? How will Hans react when she will go to apologize? Stay tuned to find out. And what about Emeka and Debbie, the wicked souls? They too have been exposed as well. And coming to our beautiful Benny, everyone wished her to recover, right? She just regained her consciousness, which is a very beautiful one from there. And that is step one to the truth already that I've hinted you guys on it. Now, how did all this story unfolded? Mr. Kennedy got all the information and rushed straight to the hospital. Immediately he got to the hospital, as ever good as he is, what did he do? He had to attack Jonathan. He told Jonathan that Jonathan must be very crazy to have thought that Hans is capable of doing what he is accusing Hans of. That this same Hans is the same person that stood by them when they were nothing, when they were down, and who wants to see the betterment of their welfare. And this Hans is the same person that is having all the powerful connections and contacts in town with wealth that can make Jonathan disappear from the town. Just like that. Jonathan could not hear him out. Jonathan was bent on his word that he will go at the extreme end of the world just to frustrate and make Hans' life miserable for doing what he did to the daughter Binny. This is unheard of. As Kennedy was trying to talk sense to this guy never listened. Guess who popped up? Emeka showed up, the ever toxic and bad guy who opens his mouth, nothing but garbage and rubbish comes out from it. Told Jonathan that Jonathan, don't listen to this big fool called Kennedy. Kennedy is just deceiving you. Kennedy wants to join forces with Hans to destroy you. See, I'm standing with you very strong to make sure that justice is served. I will do everything possible to join hands with you to make sure that Hans goes down. Just look at the culprit saying all this. So Kennedy now told Emeka that Emeka must be stupid for saying all of this. Why is it that nothing good can come out from him? Why is it that he is always bent on destroying or saying something bad to Jonathan? Now, Kennedy now turned and told Jonathan that he sympathizes with Jonathan. Jonathan was like, okay, why do you sympathize with me? Because my daughter is lying helpless in the hospital? Is that why you sympathize with me? And guess what he said? He said, I sympathize with you because, number one, you are listening to somebody that is as useless than himself. That Emeka is a very useless fellow. A fellow who cannot do anything reasonable or even work and earn income. But that's the person you are listening to. A person who has been digging your grave silently and is just left for you to be put inside the coffin and buried inside. And when you will be buried, that is the day my voice will be heard. Now, my voice is not heard because you think I'm speaking rubbish. I'm warning you. And Jonathan said, keep the advice to yourself. Emeka is my guy, and Emeka will keep feeding me with the right thing. I am who I am today because of Emeka. Hey, this is horrible. Stay away from unfriendly friends. Now, coming to Kennedy. Kennedy told them that I just laugh you people. Why? You claim to make noise, say that you teach Hans a lesson. Do you know that Hans is out already? Hans is out there looking for the truth. And when the truth will be exposed, you will not like what Hans will do to you, Jonathan. And as they were speaking, Emeka insulted Kennedy. Kennedy got angry and fight back. They started fighting in the hospital. Hey, commotion everywhere. As they were fighting, Jonathan had to separate both of them. When Jonathan did that, Emeka left. And Kennedy also got angry and left. Because it pained him seeing Jonathan ruin himself by his own hands. Now, what happened next? Debbie, on the other hand, was there with Clara, intoxicating and trying to spit that poisonous virus. and spit what? That poisonous substance into the heart of Debbie, into the heart of Clara, so that it will kill Clara. She now was telling Clara that no, 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 no. Therefore, Jonathan exposing the fact that this child, Benny, is not Clara's child. Clara should not have him lying down with him. And for insulting her, Clara should just pack her luggages and disappear. And if Clara doesn't do that, then Clara is the most weak and heartless fellow on earth, who has nothing meaningful with her life than to sit and watch Jonathan insult her every blessed day. And guess what? As she was saying all of this, who showed up? Kennedy showed up right on time and told her to mind her business and nobody's going anywhere. Clara said she was just trying to tell Benny Tuye that every home got their own crisis. That Jonathan must have said all those things out of anger, but he never meant them. But here like this, Clara, you two, you are not thinking straight. Your kind heart is what is making you not to see reality of things in life. Jonathan is a mean person. Jonathan is someone that can never change. In as much as you think Jonathan will change, Jonathan will only regret it when it is too late. This kind of people like Jonathan is when the issue hit them, when the consequences face them, then that is when they will realize themselves. But you see, mere advice, they can never take it from you. Forget about it. It's just a waste of time and a waste of time energy. Now, this guy Kennedy did what? Took Clara away. And when they went, he wanted to open Clara's eyes to know that Hans is innocent. That Clara to have joined forces with the opposite camp to destroy Hans. He said, why do you want an innocent man to go to jail? Hans has been nothing but a good person to you and your family. And because of what is going on, you think Hans is capable of doing it or Hans is responsible? Now, I want to have your point of view. What do you think about it all? Then I will start from there. Clara said, Hans is guilty and guilty of charge. Hans needs to pay for what he has done. And she will make sure that Hans will pay dearly for it. Kennedy said, okay, let's start from here. When you met Hans, can you tell me your encounter with him? The very first time that you met Hans, when you were still young. She said, why is he asking this? He said, I need it because you have to start from somewhere in order to get the truth right and to bring somebody's senses back to the truth. And now this lady started narrating it. She said she was in a dormitory school. She sneaked out from there to go and party, to go and club. So in that party hall, or in that club, she met up with Hans. That was how they came in contact. She drank to the stupor and she was drunk. She was vomiting, throwing out, and if possible, even removing excrement as well. Nasty, right? And Mr. Hans saw her, and Hans also, knowing her state, could not allow her to be molested by people who are looking for those to take advantage of. Took this lady to go and keep her safe in his hotel room. When it was morning, she opened her eyes and realized that she was with Hans in the hotel. And what did Hans do? Hans said she is safe. That let her not think any other thing. She is safe. That nothing happened. That he only protected her, cleaned up the mess and everything that she was doing. So, she said, Hans that she has known for 2 decades. Hans has never, ever hurt somebody or even talk bad at somebody. Hans always try to guide people. Hans always try to support people grow. Hans is always on the side of truth and supporting the oppressed. That is who Hans is. Hans can go to any length to make sure that you should be fine and you should get justice if you are not well treated. Now, Kennedy asks, okay, if Hans can do this, and you are the one telling me again here that Hans is not capable of hurting a fly, then why will Hans come and do this to Benny. Benny that is like his own child. Benny that Hans will stand to protect if you are no more today on earth. She said, Ewo, what have I done? I just accused an innocent person. And an innocent person is about going to jail. His career is going down. Everything is going down. It's like I'm trying to repay him with evil, the goodness he has done to me and my family. And this guy said, can't you see? It's a setup. It's a setup game. It's a setup game and you just fell for it. She said, she has gone to Hans's place, did all manner of evil things there, insulted him, and the mother even chased her out of the house and said she never wants to ever see her face closer to her son again. Because she has brought nothing but trouble to them. She started crying and Kennedy said, don't cry. What I needed you to have known is that this guy is innocent. So what I will tell you is this: stand for him so that he will not go to jail. Fight so that he will not go to jail because he is going through a lot. His image is tarnished out there in the media. Everywhere blogs are talking about him because he is a strong business tycoon. And you know when such rumors comes out about such people, it flies like wildfire. She said she is going to do her best. So she left. The doctor called for them. All of them went so that the doctor could tell them what is up or the latest update about Benny. So the doctor told them that good news. Benny just regained consciousness and now they are free to see her, that she's out of danger. So when the doctor said this, everybody was happy. Even the evil ones too. They were putting on the fake smile. Now Clara wanted to go and see Benny. What happened? Big Joe had to stop her. You will not see that child first. I will be the one to see that child and question her, not you. Because you are nothing but a lunatic. It's not even your child. She got angry. And Kennedy also got angry and warned Jonathan to stay off mother and child issues. Allow Clara to go and see Benny. What is your problem? He said he will do everything and even light up his camera and call on press conference. Say everything concerning Mr. Hans and Clara. That Clara should just leave the hospital. So Clara got angry and pushed Jonathan. Jonathan fell down. And Clara's mother was supporting Jonathan, telling Clara that Clara is a fool. Clara should listen to Jonathan and respect Jonathan. Now what is Clara's problem? That she never raised Clara to be like this. This is terrible. I know you must be surprised hearing all of this, right? Now, Clara got into the ward, saw Benny. Benny came back to her senses. And Benny started explaining to Clara that she received a text message from Clara. That Clara is in danger. That she should come and help her out in the hotel room. So that is why she rushed to the hotel. But immediately she got to the hotel, she did not see Clara. Rather, that was where everything ended. She can no longer recall anything again because from that very spot, she was dropped and she went off. So she cannot recall anything. And done by who? By Emeka. Why Emeka was standing there. Now, Clara also said she received a text message saying that Benny is in trouble in that same hotel room. That was why she rushed there. Why would she be sending Benny a text message? Jonathan on his own part said he also received a text message saying that Benny is in trouble and that is why he rushed there. So therefore, Hans is the culprit here. And Benny said no, Hans is not the culprit. And guess who was talking now? Debbie. Debbie had to explain everything that happened to the little girl. Meanwhile, the doctor have instructed them not to cause chaos there or say anything that can put this child into depression or into trauma. Because her mental health is what they are protecting right now. But rather, Debbie is trying to afflict the mental health the more to destroy it completely so that she will not regain fast as possible. By telling her all of those traumatized things that were not to be said to her. She felt bad. She started shaking and nodding her head, saying that no, Hans did not do any of such things to her, that she doesn't feel it in her spirit. Hans is such a good person. And now, as she was nodding and feeling asleep, she was looking as if she wants to slump out. Mr. Kennedy now told them that, see, Hans cannot do something like this and still report himself and still call the media to come and film and sabotage his name out there. They should reason out that someone is out there trying to destroy this family and destroy the reputation of Hans. That can't they think? Wow. This was a very smart one from Kennedy. And all of them were just there. And Jonathan was like, Kennedy, that one is your own. I will teach Hans a bitter lesson. Hans will regret ever coming across my path or coming across Clara's life. Hey, that today Hans' doom has come. That he will use the daughter on the press. Use himself on the press. And they will talk against Hans. And the world will support him. And he will say that Hans is using his money to do what? Uses his money to suppress him with it so that he will not be able to have a voice. And the society will come for him. The power of social media, that he's going to use it against Hans. My people, let's just hope it is well with Hans. Let's just hope everything is exposed out there. But before that, valorize your mental health. I'm just happy that Clara has just realized the truth that Hans is not capable of doing such a thing. So that is already a step to save Hans from the hands of these evil people, and Debbie and Emeka will be exposed. Beware of unfriendly friends, okay? Take your time when dealing with people. Know who you are dealing with. Okay, now, please valorize your mental health, because your mental health is very important to you. See you in our next video. From me to you, all is love.